From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
I am Elise Moreau, and today we are looking back at a date that feels like a cross-section of human resilience and creative legacy.
And I'm Thomas Keene. Today is July 12th, and while we often think of history in terms of grand structures and systems, the events of this day remind us how much of that history is built on individual character and the courage to speak out.
That is so true, Thomas. We are starting in 1543 at the English court. It was a place where the visual opulence of the Tudor dynasty often masked a very real atmosphere of danger, especially if you were married to the king.
Exactly. On this day in 1543, King Henry VIII married his sixth and final wife, Catherine Parr. It was a wedding that took place just about a year after his fifth wife, Catherine Howard, had been beheaded for treason.
It is fascinating to look at Catherine Parr from a design perspective, in terms of how she shaped the royal household. She wasn't just another queen. She was a scholar. She was the first queen of England to publish a book under her own name, and she really acted as a stabilizing force for the royal family.
She had to be incredibly practical to navigate that environment, Elise. Henry was aging and increasingly ill. Catherine acted as a nurse to him, but she also played a vital role in the infrastructure of the succession. She helped reconcile Henry with his daughters, Mary and Elizabeth, ensuring they were back in the line of inheritance.
And she was the only one of his wives who truly outlived him, which is a testament to her survival skills as much as her intellect. She saw the end of an era and helped bridge the gap to the Elizabethan age.
While Catherine was securing a legacy in the 16th century, the 19th and 20th centuries gave us three birthdays today that represent a different kind of influence: the power of the word and the will.
The first is Henry David Thoreau, born in 1817. I've always been struck by the way he designed his own existence at Walden Pond. It wasn't just about isolation, it was about the aesthetic of simplicity. He wanted to strip life down to its essential form. He was analytical about it too, Elise. He kept meticulous records of his expenses and his observations of nature. His work on civil disobedience eventually influenced leaders like Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr., proving that a simple life can have a massive public impact.
Then we have Pablo Neruda, born in Chile in 1904. His poetry is the opposite of Thoreau's austerity. It's lush, vibrant, and deeply emotional. He had this incredible ability to find beauty in the most mundane objects, transforming the world through his words.
He lived a very expansive life, serving as a diplomat and becoming a Nobel laureate. But his work always stayed rooted in the human experience, even when he was dealing with the complex politics of his time.
And that leads us to a more contemporary figure who shares this birthday. Malala Yousafzai was born in 1997. Her story is one of incredible bravery in the face of literal life and death stakes.
It's hard to overstate her impact, Elise. After surviving an assassination attempt by the Taliban for her advocacy of girls' education, she didn't retreat. She used her platform to build a global movement. Becoming the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate is just one metric of how she has changed the infrastructure of international advocacy.
All three of these individuals, Thoreau, Neruda, and Malala, remind us that whether through a quiet life in the woods, a poem, or a protest, the human voice is a powerful tool for change.
That theme of exceptional action actually brings us to our fact of the day, which involves a very different kind of recognition for bravery.
Yes, we're looking at July 12th, 1862. This was a critical year during the American Civil War, and it's when the United States Congress officially authorized the Medal of Honor.
Initially, it was created specifically for the Army, following a similar move for the Navy the year before. It was designed to recognize non-commissioned officers and privates who distinguished themselves by their gallantry in action. It established the highest tier of military recognition in the United States.
I find the design of the medal itself quite poignant. The star, symbolism of merit, it's more than just a piece of metal. It's a physical manifestation of a moment where someone chose to go beyond the call of duty.
It really changed how the military recognized the individual soldier. Before this, there wasn't such a formal, standardized way to honor that level of personal sacrifice on the battlefield. It's a tradition of valor that has continued for over 160 years.
From the halls of the Tudor court to the shores of Walden Pond and the heights of military honor, July 12th is truly a day for those who leave a mark.
It shows that whether it's through survival, literature, or service, history is shaped by people who refuse to be silent.
I am Elise Moreau.
And I'm Thomas Keene. For more deep dives into the people and events that built our world, visit deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.